This is the 2016 season preview. Coach Ben Van Zandt is set to return for his 5th year as head coach of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, and what a magical ride it has been, starting right away in that unbelievable 2012 season, the greatest Cinderella season in college sports history, leading Minnesota out of absolutely nowhere. They were a program that had really been struggling, going on a magical run in 2012. Some incredible wins along the way, undefeated regular season, then winning the Big Ten championship over our fierce rival Wisconsin, and then going on to win the BCS national championship over Oregon to be 14-0 national champions in 2012. A very solid year in 2013, 10 wins, ending with the Outback Bowl victory over South Carolina. 2014 was another magical season, leading to another Big Ten championship and an all-time classic against Wisconsin. And then we went on to win the Rose Bowl against Stanford in another great game. Last season, we finished the regular season with a 7-5 record, and we went on to win the Gator Bowl over Florida. The 5 losses was as many as Minnesota had sustained in their first 3 years under Coach Van Zandt combined. So a bit of a down step last year, but still had some big wins along the way. Some big wins against our rivals, Iowa, Michigan, and Wisconsin to finish off the regular season. And then an exciting Gator Bowl win, coming from behind early on in that one for a solid win against Florida to finish off the year 8-5. Here we go into 2016 now. Obviously lost some guys from last year. Got a lot of guys returning, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Got some new faces, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Defense really had some struggles in some games last year, but toward the end of the season really started to pick it up, and they were very good for us down the stretch. Hopefully defense can continue that momentum here into 2016, and hopefully the offense can show some good stuff here in 2016 for us. Really struggled last year in terms of turnovers. Lost a turnover battle quite badly all of last season overall. But hoping to step back up here in 2016 and really compete for the Big Ten once again. Let's meet the 2016 Minnesota Golden Gophers. Let's go. Starting here on the offensive side of the ball with our quarterbacks, we'll be led by redshirt senior Bradley Gorman. We'll be backed up by Avery Kirk, Francis Culver, and Aiden Zimmerman getting a red shirt. Ezra Schultz was our starter from last season. He has graduated, and Alex Mendoza has transferred. He wanted to go somewhere where he would be the clear starter. Francis Culver has come in for us here from JUCO. So this will be our look here at QB. Bradley Gorman will be the starter here from the beginning for us. Culver, who actually went to the same high school as Gorman, just a couple years behind him. We might use him in some packages and use his speed. We will see here. That's our quarterbacks. And look at the halfbacks here. We have Lou Kimbrough, senior Kendrick Cox, Cecil Wilkerson, Eric McLaughlin, Julian Cantrell. Fullbacks, Caden Novak, Miles Wyatt, redshirt. Wide receivers, Alfonso Ruffin, Julius Chandler, Phil Dempsey, Dante Flowers, Kashim Sears, Elvis Spurlock, Dimitri Larkin, Delvin Myers, redshirt. Tight ends, Michael Moss, Cornelius Wagner, Jamar Beverly. Left tackles, senior Jonathan Coles, Quinn Bracken, redshirt. Left guards, senior and our offensive team captain, Larry Berg, Case Callahan. Centers, Seneca Allen, Mickey Fountain, Ronnie Lloyd, redshirt. Right guards, O.J. Green, Nathan Baker, Monte Chance, redshirt. Right tackles, Isaac Lundy, Luis Hernandez, red shirt. The lineman might change position, so it might not be exactly that way for us here. Now the defensive side of the ball, left ends Greg Hunter, Edgerrin Ratliff, Brandon Pleasant, Bradley Osborne. Right ends senior James Miller, Lucas McGrew, transfer, is coming in for us. Vincent Day, senior for us. Defensive tackles, senior Jonah Manning, senior Alex Williams, Corey Barrett, Douglas Ward, Alex Douglas, Wallace Mason. Left outside linebackers, Lyles Church, Jace Finley, Marcellus Jean, redshirt. Middle linebackers, senior Ryan Logan, Dwayne Terry, CJ Thornburg. Right outside linebackers, senior Bryce Bennett, Tyler Gandy. Cornerbacks, Chauncey Tidwell, senior and our defensive team captain, Tyreek Fuller, Draymond Cole, Skylar Powell, Freddie Hampton, Jerome Covington. Free safeties, senior Eric Bradford, Rex Triengine, Bubba Fox, redshirt. Strong safeties, Wayne Townsend, Eli Robbins, Caleb Reed, redshirt. Kickers, Stephen Bowers, Simon Penn, punter Jeff Arnold. That is your 2016 Minnesota Golden Gophers. Let's take a look at the Big Ten and the conferences around the country here for the 2016 season. Michigan Wolverines, they're number 3 in the country to begin the year. They are the defending Legends winners. They went to the Big Ten championship last season, and they were defeated in a close game against Wisconsin. They are predicted to win the Legends division again this season. Michigan State, they are number 4, predicted to finish 2nd in the division. Iowa starts the season number 25, predicted to finish 3rd in the Legends division. And the Northwestern Wildcats, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, and here we are, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. We are predicted to finish dead last in the Legends division. The Leaders division is the defending Big Ten champion, number 6 in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, predicted to win the Leaders division again this year. Then number 20, the Illinois Fighting Illini, predicted to finish 2nd. Then the Ohio State Buckeyes, Purdue Boilermakers, Penn State Nittany Lions, and the Indiana Hoosiers predicted to finish last in the Leaders division. Look at the Big Ten overall. The Michigan Wolverines are the preseason favorites to win the Big Ten championship. We are predicted to finish 9th out of 12 in the Big Ten. Now I look at the rest of the conferences across the country. Florida State, the preseason favorites in the ACC. Oklahoma, preseason favorites in the Big 12. Big East, Louisville is the preseason favorites. Michigan predicted to win the Big Ten. Southern Miss, preseason favorites in the Conference USA. Notre Dame, up there at the Independence. And Northern Illinois, preseason favorites in the MAC. Boise State, preseason favorites in the Mountain West. The Oregon Ducks predicted to win the Pac-12. Georgia predicted to win the SEC. Arkansas State predicted to win the Sun Belt, and Utah State predicted to win the WAC. We'll take a look here at the preseason polls. Number 1 team to start the 2016 season is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Notre Dame beginning number 1, looking to win their first national championship since the 1988 season. They were in the title game a couple years recently, looking to go back here in 2016, starting number 1. Number 2 is the defending national champion Georgia Bulldogs. Starting off the season number 2, they are hoping to go back-to-back here in 2016. Number 3, the Michigan Wolverines, looking to win their first national title since the 1997 season. Number 4, the Michigan State Spartans, looking to win their first national title since the 1965 season. Number 5, the Oklahoma Sooners, last season's national runner-up, looking for their first national title since the 2000 season. Number 6, the Wisconsin Badgers, looking to win their first ever national championship. Number 7, the Oregon Ducks, looking to win their first ever national championship as well. Number 8, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, looking for their first ever national title. Number 9, the Alabama Crimson Tide, looking to win their first national title since the 2011 season. And number 10, the South Carolina Gamecocks, also seeking their first ever national championship. Let's see, look at the top 10 to start the 2016 season. Here's a look at the rest of the top 25. Iowa rounding up the top 25. And here's a look at the rest of the preseason polls. See, we are at number 32 officially in the preseason polls here. So I predict to finish last in our division, but not very far out of the top 25 to begin the season. So predict our division is just predicted to be a very strong division indeed. That's a look at preseason polls. We'll take a look here at the Heisman watch to start the season. There is senior quarterback Richard Senior, quarterback out of Utah, Joshua Cohen. Richard Senior, quarterback out of Auburn, Matt Smith. Richard Junior, halfback out of Oklahoma State, Javon Moss. Richard Junior, quarterback out of Penn State, Deegan Branch. And Richard Senior, quarterback out of Duke, Dave Young. We'll look at the end of the year, see if one of these guys wins it or if someone from the outside steps up to win the Heisman Trophy. And now let's take a look at the schedule here for the 2016 Minnesota Golden Gophers. We will be starting off the season at home against New Mexico State. Week 2, we will be on the road taking on the Kentucky Wildcats of the SEC. Week 3, we will be at home against Syracuse. Syracuse, who beat us very, very badly in Syracuse last year. It'll be an intriguing matchup. Hoping to get revenge there. We will start Big Ten play with the preseason favorites to win the Big Ten at home. A rivalry game against Michigan. A huge game there to start off conference play in Week 4. We will have a bye in Week 5. Another rivalry game in Week 6 on the road against number 25 Iowa. Then we'll be on the road Week 7 against Nebraska. At home at Week 8 taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. Week 9 we will have a non-conference game on the road against Iowa State, Cyclones of the Big 12. Week 10 we will be at home against Indiana. Week 11 we will have a bye. Week 12 we will be at home against number 4 Michigan State. Week 13 on the road against number 20 Illinois. And then Week 14 we will finish off our regular season on the road against our biggest rival, number 6 Wisconsin. That is a look at the 2016 season ahead for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Coach Ben Van Zandt in his 5th season. Could not be more hyped up to get it going. Working very, very hard in the off-season. And we are ready to go here in 2016. Let's go Golden Gophers.